Exercising has its benefits. And one of the best things you can do is a leg workout without working out. There's sitting on the couch. This is actually the routine that I do in the morning before I get out of bed. I was in so much pain that it hurt to stand up in the mornings. And I attribute this exercise to being the start to my better health. So, sitting on the couch, sitting in a chair, you can do these things. So let's give up on some of our excuses, and you just flex and you feel whatever hurts, doesn't hurt. Bring it up as much as you want. Don't bring it up. And flex down. Flex up. Flex down. Do it as much as you can, or it doesn't matter. Just you start somewhere and then it grows, it builds. Okay, up. Down. Do it as many times as you want. You want to do it just once? That's fine. But assess yourself. I do this before I get out of bed to assess myself. I don't have to assess myself to stand up out of bed anymore. Okay, so up and down. Now, turn it out. Up. Now you're going to hear some popping in my legs because I have really bad joints functions. Sounds like I'm dislocating because sometimes I am. But I took on the analogy that if it used to move a certain way, it should move that way now. And that's what physical therapists do. So I'm stretching. When I'm doing this, I'm working all the way up. Just by doing this, I am working the muscles all the way up into my hips. I am working my legs, and those babies got to support me every single day. I'm not breaking a sweat. No, not even. Now I'm just moving those legs. I'm taking my toes together. I'm trying to stay perfectly balanced when I do this, because one of the key factors too for me has been to get my body in alignment. Out, in, touch, out, in. That's loosening up my ankles before I can do other exercises. If I don't, it's just this easy, folks. You can do this in bed. You can do this watching TV. This same thing you can do sitting in a chair. Do it on the floor. Your feet, of course, are more like this, but you just flex in, out, out. You see how that's causing me to work these leg muscles? I'm going to bring my feet together. Ooh, and just let them rest there for a minute. Now I'm pulling my toes down, pulling my toes up, trying to keep them lined. Pull them down, pull them up. This is working those muscles on the sides. But even at that, if you think about it and you feel it, you'll see that you're working muscles all the way up your legs into your hips. And what do we get as we get older? Hip trouble, right? I have to tell you though, when I first realigned my body, which is not perfect, but when I first realigned my body and worked very hard to straighten myself out, see that thing on my toe? That's one of those things that doesn't bend. Okay, now flex your toes. So I'm pushing them one way, pushing them the other way, pulling them down, pulling them up, pulling them down, pulling them up. Flex the toes. Pushing them, pushing them, pushing them. Flex the toes. Just that simple, folks. Do as much or as little as you want. And